Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Avery Young here. Welcome to the stream. We don't have anyone here yet, but maybe some people will come. I don't know. This is kind of a creative stream of sorts. As the description says, I'm trying to get back into writing, but I'm having a hard time finding ideas, which I don't know. So I just can't find that zing of inspiration. And so I was thinking, hey, maybe I could find some inspiration in you, my wonderful viewers who seem to enjoy my content. We are officially at 507 subs now, so thank you for that. But yeah, this is going to be a very creative stream, so if you have questions or ideas, don't be shy, let me hear them. I'm open to suggestions. Actually, when I was at Women's Bible Study, one of the guests that come, she's really nice. She mentioned to me this YouTuber who's a writer, and I found one of the aforementioned YouTuber's videos in which she discovers how to write titles to get story ideas, 5 minutes, and one of the formulas she found for fantasy books was that the titles were usually blank of blank. Contemporary stories were, I've got it written down here, one of my journals. Contemporary titles were usually names and sayings, and then thriller titles usually included blood, death, murder, or disappear. And so, well, I wanted to try that for myself. So I did. I got at least. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 titles last time I did this, which I think I did this earlier on, at least on the 4th of April. And my sound is not working, so now it is. But yeah, so I came up with 10 titles yesterday, and they were as follows. There was Graves of Passion, Shadows of Tomorrow, Library of Nobody, Wine of Treachery, Love of Fools, Men of Monsters, Desires of Glass, Maidens of Snow, Queens of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. Those are what I had written down last time, or the first time when I tried the formula of 5 minutes and just writing down titles. So they're right here. I have a lot of journals. So yeah, I decided to try it again. I haven't done contemporary or thriller titles yet. I might, but hey, Wolfer, hi. So this is going to be a very creative driven live stream, maybe. Feel free to ask questions. But yeah, so I had the titles from yesterday, and then today I went with the formula again, and this time I was able to write down 12 different titles, and they are as follows. There is Agents of Fortune, Shades of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, and Seal of History. Those were the 12 that I was able to write down in 5 minutes flat. And to be honest, Oceans of Virtue and Storms of Temptation sound like they might be conjoined, like one and their sequel, or book 2. I don't know. Also, I am wearing a peacock ring today. I got this up when I was visiting Proxy. I got at least 3 rings there. 3. One being a mood ring, one being a dragon head ring, and then my third one being this peacock, which I really like. So this reminds me of when we were making up Monster Girl romance novel titles. Yes. The steamy Monster Girl romances, Sleeping with Sirens, Mating with Mummies, or no, Marrying Mummies, or something, I don't know, but yeah. the Monster Girl romance novel titles. They're all just steamy and really, really kind of somewhat smutty. Yeah. that was fun. But yeah, I'm just kind of wanting to get back into the creative spin of things, and so I wanted to know what you guys thought of these titles. Lagus Garfungalus. Thank you. But it's actually very late. My birthday was last month, but thank you anyway for the belated congratulations. I do appreciate that. So yeah, this is going to be a very creative stream. Definitely going to talk monsters, but I also want to talk fairy tales. So I did manage to upload a fairy tale. If I say happy birthday every day for a year, we write once. Well, that's one way to go about it. Your logic is very solid. But yes. So I was able to do a fairy tale ASMR and I uploaded it. I did Goldilocks and Silverlocks, and I noticed that many people didn't seem to enjoy it. Which, oh hi Akira the Kitsune, welcome. This is just going to be a very creatively inspired set of cake. Happy birthday, Wolfer! Thank you. But again, my birthday was last month. How are you doing? I'm fine. This is mostly a creative stream. I'm kind of trying to get inspiration for a story because I want to get back into writing again because I love to write and that's what I want to do. I want to hopefully become an author. But I need inspiration for a story. I've been working on one on the back burner, but I don't know. I still have it saved on my laptop, but I'm just feeling just recovering from my friend breakup with me. Oh, I'm sorry, Akira, honey. I know how that feels. It's not pleasant. I reacted poorly, but I've recovered. I've had my time to mourn losing one of my friends breaking up with me, and I have grown past it, and honestly, I'm better now. I'm much better off now. I have a boyfriend I love dearly, and I've grown. I have moved on in my life, and that's that. I don't know where my aunt is actually a published author. Congratulations, Wolfer, my boyfriend. My boyfriend actually, one of his family members is a published author too. And then I got to meet a published author once. I think when I was still in grade school. But yeah, I'm just trying to find inspiration to write. I need to write again because I want to get back into doing that, but I just don't have any ideas. I did the titles. I did the title exercises for fantasies twice. And, well, I'm glad I was able to do so. For those of you who weren't here for the first thing of titles, and feel free to shout out which ones are your favorites. I don't mind. I want to see a Dillahan girl help me with her breakup. Akira, I said maybe. Perhaps I will do that because I have a real life, and also I have some ASMRs that I'm currently preparing for in relation to Easter. I have 2 more girls to do, but when I'm able to, Akira, perhaps I will start on that video. Maybe, perhaps. I need the time. I don't have infinite amount of time on my hands. I'm just glad today is my day off from work, and I have another one tomorrow. Then I got to get back in work. So yeah. So do I know that you have that request? Yes, I do. Have I forgotten? No. It is again, maybe I will do it. We'll see. I just need time, and I have other things. But yeah, I haven't forgotten. So please be patient with me. Anyway, so what I was saying, for those of you who weren't here when I read off the first 10 titles that I came up with, I went to McDonald's. Y'all want anything? the biggest strawberry milkshake they have. Oh, there's a speck on my screen. Speck and hold on till the end. DJ Ray. That's how I get my music anyway. So for those of you who weren't here when I read the first 10 titles I created, they are, and I quote, I was able to write these 10 anyway. They are Graves of Passion, Shadows of Tomorrow, Library of Nobody, Wine of Treachery, Lover of Fools, Men of Monsters, Desires of Glass, Maidens of Snow, Queens of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. Those were the first 10 that I created. I'd be sending it via food catapult. Careful, don't if my strawberry milkshake spills, I'm coming after you. I'll do it. I'll come after you. And I'll do something. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do it. So yeah, those were the 10 titles. And then today I was able to write 12 more titles. Why don't you try a hobby like an acting troupe, a LARP, or other role playing? There's certainly lots of inspiration in play acting. I will definitely give you that. In fact, on Quotev, it's a website I'm on. I'm known as Dakota Sloan on there, and I used to write on there as well because it's a writing website. I actually have some friends on there that I role play with. I do a lot of yandere role plays there because I kind of like yandere a lot, which it's fine in role playing and online. In real life, no. So again, but yeah, I do some role playing on the side. Again, it's mostly yandere because I like writing those. It's entertaining for me. But yeah, so those were the 10 titles that I wrote a few days ago. Once again, my stuff is just refusing to play, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, so today I was able to write 12 titles. And I don't know, I feel like these ones, I don't know, but anyway, so the 12 titles are as follows: Agents of Fortune, Shades of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secret of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, and Seal of History. So, yeah, those are the titles. And again, feel free, like, if any of those titles that I read out to you jumped out to you, let me know. And hi, Reptile. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. This is very creative. I'm basically just trying to get back into writing. And so, yeah, and we can talk more about fairy tales, just ask questions. But again, gonna try and be mostly creative and imaginative. I heard the word bat. Bat hours. A bit late. Yeah, and it's fine, Reptile. Bat hours. No. When I said one of the titles that I wrote, Omlagus, was Bats of Velvet. And what that makes me think of is basically you have these bats, but they're made out of soft velvet. Like, well, in my room I have a piece of ribbon that's black velvety. Agents of Fortune sounds like a Tom Clancy type novel about PMCs. What are PMCs? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. This is actually getting me thirsty. Luckily, I have a Mike's Harder Strawberry. In case anyone needed the reminder that I am the Strawberry Queen here, I'm drinking a Mike's Hard Strawberry. I listened to Ruby's song, This Life Is Mine. That made me feel better. Well, good. I'm glad it made you feel better, Akira. And again, everyone goes through just perfect for an air softer like me. Just pull me back together. Well, again, I'm glad you were able to start feeling better, Akira. And perpetual mandated crawfish. Perpetual mandated crawfish? What does that mean? It's confusing. Speaking of. Private military contractor, aka mercenary. Huh. I just made that up. I don't know. Knock my ass off. Oh my gosh, Lagos, you fatty lover. You would hug all the fat girls. Private military contractor, aka mercenary. Hello, Avery. I love listening to you, Roxy. Well, thank you, Spyro Bandicoot. That makes me happy. I'm glad you like my ASMR. I definitely want to try and do some more fairy tale ASMRs, despite the fact that my Goldilocks and Silverlocks ASMR received very little attention. Which, I mean, each to their own. Again, I'm used to everyone expects me to do monsters, but again, I want to do variety, so I'm gonna try and do some more fairy tales. Camazotz, reptile, TFW. I go pet a bat IRL instead of ASMR. I get rabies and die. Okay, so some bats can carry rabies, but then other bats don't. Though we usually have no way of telling. But, though truthfully, bats are actually really clean. They groom themselves, and I don't know. I'm sorry. But, actually, fun fact, if we're gonna get batty, fun fact, vampire bats snuggle with each other. They get all nestled. They're all nestled and they get all cuddly. They like to cuddle and they're very friendly with one another. Like if one vampire bat is starving because they weren't able to feed, then another bat will puke up some blood into their mouth, so that way they have something to eat. But then the bat that's been helped has to return the favor, otherwise they won't get helped again. So I think that's very fascinating when it comes to vampire bats. Yes, Reptile, we know you like Camazotz. No, still, again, I want to try and do more fairy tale based ASMRs, and I might do some more. I just need to figure out which ones, because there's so many fairy tales. Werewolves are cool too. Would totally be down for a reverse gingerbread on the wolf from Red Riding Hood. That would be cool. That's adorable, but also extremely metal. Well, I mean, blood contains iron, so yeah, it is kind of metal if you think about it like that, though. Aw, it's so sweet. Yes. Vampire bats are kind of cute. I mean, all bats are kind of cute in their own weird ways. But yeah, so Agents of Fortune involving a mercenary, that would be interesting. Reptile. And snakes bundled together to stay warm in winter. Yeah. And leopard seals will sing to attract a mate. I've actually found a YouTube video on here where a leopard seal sings, and it sounds just gorgeous. Like, very haunting and ethereal. To be honest, I like reptilian ASMR. Well, I'm glad you do. But I want to definitely, again, expand. It's not that I don't like making Monster Girl ASMRs. I love studying monsters and making the Monster Girl ASMRs, but sometimes you need that variety, you know? Akira, I know Easter about the resurrection of Jesus. Yes. And I'm definitely excited because I get to have Easter Sunday off, so I'll be able to celebrate with my family. But for the ASMR for Easter, I've gotten one of them done, which was the Undone Girl singing in the rain with you. Well, hello there, Spyro. GK. But yeah, so I did the Undone Girl as part of the April trio. And then I have my second girl drawn. So for April, another one of the ASMR videos I'm going to be doing is a chocolate bunny girl. In that she is a bunny girl and she is made entirely out of chocolate. So basically like a sentient dessert type. Which is going to rub Reptile the wrong way because I know he doesn't like that. But who knows? Some of you may enjoy having a chocolate bunny girlfriend. Which her whole thing... No, don't eat her! Well, here's the thing, Spyro. She is... What is... she is what is considered a dulcet, which is basically a sentient candy, and you can eat her, and it doesn't hurt her. However, she just has to keep her brain and heart intact, and she'll still be alive. And when you take a piece of food. Yep, I called it. I told you Reptile wasn't gonna like it. But yeah, we got a living Choco Bunny girl that's gonna be coming pretty soon when I get the time, and I gotta find a background picture from her. But yeah, you could totally eat her so long as you don't eat her heart or her brain. Those got to be intact. And every time you take a bite of her, the bite will just like show the bite will be replaced by more chocolate. So she doesn't lose pieces. They just grow back. So yeah, slowly regenerate. Chocolate bunny. Yes, Oblagus and chocolate bunny. So yeah, she regenerates, and really that's all she has to worry about. So no eating chocolate bunny head. Yeah, no. You don't bite her head. You don't bite her head. So don't go for the brain or the heart. And she'll be. But what does she eat? She can eat mad. Well, she can have sugar and cocoa beans. Like she could definitely eat those, or she could eat other chocolate, non-sentient chocolate. So that way she has more chocolate to regenerate with. And another thing that she would have to worry about is like really hot sunny days, because otherwise she'd melt. If food people invade my home, I'm gonna take Kama's such as my weapon of mass destruction. Reptile, calm down. Food people aren't going to invade your home. Can you do an impression of a Dullahan girl? Sugar, cocoa, and human jelly beans. Oh my goose. Dulcet people don't eat human flesh. Unless they were manipulated to do so via magic. Dulcets basically will eat sugar and like certain things that were used to make them. Like if say you have a gingerbread man or a gingerbread girl. In the case of the gingerbread girl, what she would eat, because she is made out of gingerbread, which is molasses and spices, she would be able to eat sugar, cinnamon, butter. So raw ingredients are a replacement. They can eat raw ingredients, or they can eat like non-sentient versions of the food that they were made out of, basically. So either way works, and they don't eat human flesh. They're very pleasant people. Though some of them may consider eating an entire stick of plain butter. Yes, some probably could. But not gonna lie, Wolfer's whole thing of agents of fortune involving a mercenary, that might be something. That does have potential. Let me just write that down. We're just a running away. Majestic Giants Blue Frosties. So let me just write this down. I have a lot of journals. I got this one. I got a bunch of them. Toy Story made me afraid of Simpsons toys when I was 7. I didn't even trust my own toys. Toys. How would you even do that? How would I even do what, Spyro Bandicoot? What do you mean? What if you a real life Dullahan girl? Could I hold your head? I think if I were a Dullahan, I would want to be. Wow, I can't believe I inspired Avery for once. Yeah, it's going in here in my Moments of Genius journal for future use. Which, yes, I'm writing this in cursive because I can, and I like writing cursive. But to answer Akira's question, if I were a Dullahan, I would be very careful with my head, and most likely I would wear chokers and stuff to try and keep it secure. I would be willing to let people hold eating an entire stick of butter. How would anyone do that? Well, I mean, like, you could take bites out of it. like if it's a hard stick, or you can melt it and then you could just drink it. But I would advise against that, as that's probably not healthy, considering that's a lot of fats and oils. Alligator punk girl in the sewers. Ripped. Still. Ew. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't. Hello, Your Majesty. Hi, Ari. How are you doing, honey? Oh, geez, I'm trying to write something down, but I'm getting pleasantly distracted by wonderful people. Agents of Fortune. Agents of Fortune, and in parentheses, mercenary. Does have potential. Mercenary. Put that in parentheses because I can. So yeah, this is just a very creative live stream today. Why? Because I want to try and get back into writing. So yeah, I agree with you, Spire. I can tell you exactly what happens when you eat that much butter. It's not a preferable outcome. Ooh, what are you writing? Well, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm trying to get an idea. Most likely it would be fantasy because that is my bread and butter. One of the things that I did, which I don't believe you were here for, was, could you tell a story of you being just a head of a Dullahan girl? Well, if I were just the head of a Dullahan, I would be kind of panicky and I would want to look for my body, and I would probably shout from wherever I'm laid at to try and get someone's help, like, hey, help me. Yeah, I know I'm just a head, please finish screaming, but I need help. Can you help me find my body, please? I'm very uncomfortable being just a head, and I can't really do anything, and I have no idea where my body is, so please help me, please. I'd probably be very panicked. But yeah, Ari, I'm trying to figure out an idea of something to write, most likely fantasy. What I did a few days ago was I found a YouTuber who is a writer, and she did a challenge where for 5 minutes she would write nothing but titles. She did it for 3 specific genres: fantasy, contemporary, and thriller. And the formula she found for fantasy titles. I send my head to people via FedEx and scream at people. Now, why would you do that, Omlagus? If it's your enemies, I can understand. Then you'd just be freaking the shit out of them. Like here. You sure love your Dillahans, eh? Oh, trust me, they requested that I do a lot of Rakuro Kyubi ASMRs, which are basically, a Rakuro Kyubi is a yokai, usually a woman, and they can stretch their neck to great lengths. But anyway, what I had done earlier was I watched the author YouTuber doing titles, and I followed her. How would you be alive with only a head? If you're a Dolahan, it's possible. You're basically sort of an undead, sort of, when you are a Dolahan, and so you can function without your head. I mean, the Headless Horseman. Sparrow Bandicoot? What's a Dolahan? A Dolahan is a creature from Irish folklore. It's usually sometimes described as a fairy, and it is basically either a headless horseman or a headless horsewoman. And basically they sort of act as Grim Reaper-esque figures in that they guide souls to the underworld. They're considered to be very terrifying. Locked gates will open for them. They usually have a whip made out of a human spine. Exactly, Reptile. Think Headless Horseman from the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That's what a Dolahan is. They do not like when people watch them work. If they will either when they see someone watching them work, they will basically lash at them and try and blind them with their whip made out of a human spine, or they will throw a basin of blood on them, which means that they're next to die. Now, while Dolahans are pretty terrifying, they have one weakness, and I don't know why this is a weakness of theirs. That makes no sense. Hooray! Yeah, it does in Spyro, but it does. So, any fairy tale from any region? Yeah, any fairy tale from around the world. I got Brothers Grimm. I even got obscure fairy tales. I got a book containing nothing but obscure and less known fairy tales that I might do. But yeah. Anyway, what I was saying, Dolahans have one weakness that I know of from my research, and that is they are terrified of gold. Like a single gold pin is enough to drive them away. And I don't know why their weakness is gold. A corporation hires a small group of mercs to clear out a group of Somali pirates that were disrupting some shipments, but then tried to double-cross them instead of paying them. That definitely sounds very action and adventure-ish, which is a good idea. I'm not hating on it by any means, though again, oh cool, I know some fairy tales from other cultures. Send me the links, Reptile. The Strawberry Queen commands it. I tease, though still, if you know fairy tales from other cultures, send them to me. I would get more books, however, I am unable to currently at this juncture. So I gotta wait, and I also gotta, be content. Speaking of which, I gotta thin out my library because I need room. I got some manga that I don't read that I could definitely give to one of my bookstores. Does anyone else here like horror? Is that just me? I think it might be just you. I mean, if there's anyone, any of you on here are into horror, hey, more power to you. It's not my particular cup of tea, but I'm not going to judge you if you like it. I mean, I know something that I like that some people might dislike. So I know a few stories that are Iranian and Turkish in origin. Oh, send me those if you would, please. But yeah, I got a bunch of different fairy tales in here, and then I got another book full of other fairy tales. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is I kind of want to write something fantasy. You also seem to like Slavic myth. Yes, I do. I like various mythologies. I got Arabian Nights. I got a book on Egyptian mythology, Greek mythology, and I got a big encyclopedia. Sir, I plead the fifth. Oh my gosh. Om la goose. Om la goose. Oh my gosh. Why does that make me think of the word goose? I swear. You are all such delightful company. Come on, I just want my music to work. Please be my friend. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please. There we go. I got some Native American fairy tales that you might like as well, Smash. I definitely love those. Actually, now that you think of... son of a gun. Sorry. Sorry about that. My speakers tend to do that, but now that you mention it, Reptile, my mom actually gave me a book. A book containing fairy tales of that nature. Here it is. Here we go. Here it is. This book belonged to my mom, but then she gave it to me. And this is basically a book of American fairy tales. When my mom was a little girl, I'll drop a few of those stories in the Discord later. Okay, thank you, Om la Goose. I appreciate that. But yeah, I got this book that, and on the back it says, superb illustrations accompany this unique collection of some of the most fascinating folk tales of North America, selected from a wide variety of resources. And then on this bookshelf over there, I believe I got another book consisting of American fairy tales. Seed accepted. Would love to see your take on the Native American dragon. There we go. Sorry. My speakers are being terrible right now. But, yeah, I got this. So, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I forgot I had this bookmarker in here. So, I know because my dad was obsessed with other cultures and shamanism. How interesting. Well, I definitely got these ones. Oh. Oh. Well, here's a story I have to read, and my bookmarker was put on it, no less. But I don't know if anyone knows this about me. I don't know if I brought it up, but one of the things I do is whenever I have a new book is I take a piece of notebook paper like this and I'll fold them up. I'll make 2 of these and I'll stuff them in the books. That way I have 1 to... I would love to see your take on Monster Girl manga. Okay. How would you propose that I do that exactly, Wolfer? But yeah, so I get the notebook paper and I make 2 bookmarkers and I put them in the book. And that way I have 1 to mark my spot and then I have another one to write down inspiration on. And I actually have this one actually has some stuff written on it. Which which it's been so long since I found it. The pages actually started to yellow with age. But yeah, so I got lots of. I'm kind of tired, so I might head to bed in a bit. Okay, well, Spyro, if you're tired, you might want to head to bed now. Sleep is important. And I say this a lot because, well, it kind of is, and also, I mean, if you don't have sleep, then you don't have energy, and then you're also kind of sleep deprived. Anywho, Native American style dragon, though not technically a dragon, is a snake with deer antlers and eagle wings. I could definitely do something like that, perhaps. Yeah, because I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning for when I go to work, and I always try and go to bed at 11 o'clock on the dot, so I get at least 6 hours of sleep plus some change. But it's important to sleep and take care of your body. So yeah, maybe I might do some Native American fairy tales. It's only 6:26 for me. How am I so tired? Well, that can be a lot of things. I found that if I don't eat properly, or if I don't have anything to eat, I'm usually kind of sluggish and tired. Staying up and only getting so much sleep might make you tired. Having a long day of work or a particular activity might make you tired. I know for a fact that usually whenever I come home from work, I'm usually kind of tired, and I'm just like, okay, please, I need to recharge my batteries a little bit. You like to draw and write, so a comic book or manga type of book might be a style that you might want to try. Funny that you mention it. I've actually saved online. I've saved guides to manga pages. Staying up is not my fault. I wake up at seemingly random times in the middle of the night. Well, if you're waking up in the middle of the night, I would definitely either get a drink of water or perhaps go to the bathroom. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night because I have to go to the bathroom, which is totally normal. But either a glass of water or something warm to drink might help you go back to sleep. I don't know what properties they are, what specific element is in it, but I know that milk, like when you drink milk, that tends to make you sleepy. And I can't, about a part human, part moose, part eagle. Tried all of those, doesn't really work. Well, sometimes we have a ghost that wanders the beach here. It's a super sad story that the locals tell people. I think it's coming from people camping on the seashore. Going, that is very fascinating. You'll find that increases with age. Yeah. I do kind of get tired pretty often. But sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night when I'm too hot. I will overheat. Whatever. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to bed, so see you later. Okay, bye, Spyro. I hope you have a good day and sleep well. So, yeah. So, but yeah, Wolfer, I've actually saved guides. Hopefully. Yeah, here's hoping, Spyro. Good night. But yeah, Wolfer, I've saved pages online for manga pages. And I would need to learn how to do I would need to learn how to draw backgrounds. Also, Spanish fairy tales has some fun tips. Do tell, Reptile, do tell. I'm sorry, my cat is here. And so I'm getting him some pets. My cat Brillo is here. When you hit 30, the value of naps is worth its weight in gold. I'm 22. But I have been known to pass out when sleeping. Like an alligator with butterfly wings. No joke. Nice. That actually makes me think of the alligator from Robin Hood, the Disney version. A coconut dragon too. A dragon made of coconuts. That's sentient food, Reptile. How come that doesn't bother you, huh? Try 40. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do with you? Oh goodness. Something I've noticed about Brillo is he will get clumps of fur. Usually I can pull them apart, but sometimes I gotta cut them. Oh no, it's a dragon that hides in a coconut like a hermit crab. I'm trying not to think about 40 la mouse. I'll get to 40 when I get there. For now, I'm just 22 and I'm trying to get my stuff together. A white chocolate / coconut cream lamia. Oh, so sentient food doesn't bother you, eh, Wolfer? You're totally fine with a chocolate bunny girl? Something very odd has been discovered which has authorities concerned. Tell me though, Wolfer, what you think of having a chocolate bunny girl? Never bothered me. Same. Because again, with them, you can eat pieces of them, and then they will regenerate. Yeah. So, yeah. Wilford, no! She's a trap to make you cross to the sugar side! Yes, come to the sugar side. We have cookies, and pancakes, and cream puffs, and donuts, and strawberry sundaes, and gingerbread. And we have angel's food cake and devil's food cake. Wow. I don't know. No! Never! I want a milkshake now! Well, you can always make a milkshake. Lots of little love bites. Yes, love nibbles and licking and nibbling and kissing, among other things. Just don't eat their brain or their heart and they're fine. And it doesn't hurt. If anything, it kind of tickles. Like kind of akin to the way you will nibble someone like rapid fire and it tickles. Okay, Loki, I kind of like angel food cake, but not alive! Says Reptile. An angel food cake girl. Angel food cake girl is gonna snuggle you. Come to the sugar side. We have angel food cake, devil's food cake, red velvet cake, Oreo cookies. And we also have ding dong. Ding dongs, like the little snack cakes full of cream. Chocolate snacky cakes full of cream. But yeah, so hides. Oh my gosh, Reptile, you're so funny. So aside from Agents of Fortune, what are some of the other titles that I did that you liked? I've heard Wolfer say that he likes Agents of Fortune. So along with Agents of Fortune, we've got Shades of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchants of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, Seal of History, and then from the other day when I first did this challenge, we have Graves of Passion, Shadows of Tomorrow, Library of Nobody, Wine of Treachery, Lover of Fools, Men of Monsters, Desires of Glass, Maidens of Snow, Queens of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. Pretty late. What are these names for? These are potential titles for stories, and I'm trying to figure out like what people like it, because again, I'm trying to get back into writing, but I need that inspiration. I need an idea. That's one of the reasons why I started the stream, to try and get inspired, because it'd be like that. I will get ideas for lots of ASMRs, then when I want to try and write, I just don't have an idea. Oh, hello, Brillo. You could have just stayed on the bed, Brillo hopped off the bed, so Men of Monsters sounds like it's about us. Swap animals for beasts of midnight. Animals of midnight, beasts of midnight. They both sound good. But Men of Monsters. Actually, in Men of Monsters, monsters could be discovered. And there could be a group of ragtag men who try and help them. I would have to learn how to write as a man. Because mostly whenever I've done writing, I usually write where the main character is a woman because, well, I am a woman, so that makes it easier to, write because I am one. I speak from experience. What experience I have. The Dark Bestiary. Okay, that's actually good. Give me a sec. Let me get the music back on. Heaven forbid my music work normal. There we go. Let me just write this down. The Dark Bestiary.
Preparations are underway for the city's gala tricentennial celebration.
Where'd my pen go? There it is. My aunt got me a belated birthday present. And she got me these pens where they say a bunch of cat things, like ask me about my cats, cats are cheaper than therapy, cats are greater than people, and I just want to pet all of the cats because, well, I love cats. And the one that I've got in my hand is cats are greater than people, which I mean, I write a little too, just story ideas and pitches. Nice. And I'm just going to write this in cursive because I can. Well, I want to become published. That's why I want to be an author. That's what I would like to do with my life. Oh, October, why you stare at me? Why you judging me? You're just a sweet baby, yes you is. October is literally behind my laptop, guys, and she's just kind of staring at me like, Mother, what are you doing? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the Dark Bestiary. Now that kind of sounds. The Dark Bestiary definitely sounds like it would be heavily influenced. Currently on a cyberpunk/pirate story, trying to make it work. Nice. Not gonna lie, the Dark Bestiary sounds like it would be heavily inspired by the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale, as well as fairy tales of the animal bride/animal bridegroom nature, which, again, for those of you who don't know, animal brides and animal bride. Omlagus is reading my mind. Omlagus, how many times have I told you not to read people's minds without their consent? Shame on you. You must go to the closet. Shadows of Tomorrow sounds like a political thriller. Not gonna lie, it kind of does. My dad actually said that title might have been taken, but I didn't know, so it might be off the table. But it does sound pretty cool. Huh. I'm like a lame Nostradamus. Omlagus, you're not lame. You're a delight. So, but yeah. But yeah, what I was saying before, for those of you who don't know, the animal bride/animal bridegroom is sort of a it's more like, it's kind of like a sub like part of the fantasy genre in which you usually have an animal like a pig, a frog, a donkey, or a cat, or a swan, or a fox. And in those stories with the animal bride bridegroom, it will usually be the animal that I mentioned, and they will take off their animal pelt or their animal skin, and there'll be a beautiful young woman or a handsome young man underneath. Just a horror nerd, I guess. I didn't need that as Nosferatu. Just a horror nerd, I guess. For me, I enjoy horror. I just am very picky about the horror I watch. Like, I want there to be substance and story, rather than it just being an excuse for jump scares, nightmare fuel, and other such things. But, yeah. The Dark Beast series sounds like it would be very Beauty and the Beast fairy tale, with a bit more I hate my speakers. I hate my speakers. Oh, I just remembered! What did you just remember, Redcraft? The new day. Find your dreams washed away. So that was an adventure. Yes, it was. But speaking of new books, I actually got this while I was searching for a dress. It's the name of this book is Secret, and apparently it's a part of a series. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just on page 15 so far, but I got this book at my local thrift store, and it reminded me of Russ Freeman and the Rippingtons, like specifically the cover art for their CDs. My family has one of the CDs, but I found a lot of their music online, and basically what they do is a lot of sort of instrumental jazz-like music. Sometimes they'll have actual lyrics, but for the most part they just do a lot of instrumental, no lyrics, which I really like. There was actually a Romantic Beauty and the Beast series on the TV in the 90s. I think I got that. Like the whole set. Which I did watch a little bit of it. Like I watched that. I also watched a lot of Days of Our Lives growing up. Which actually might explain why I'm so weird. I don't know. But I don't know. I watched I watched quite a lot of Days of Our Lives, among other things. I need existential stuff in my horror content. There's nothing scarier than watching someone's entire world being shattered. I like ritual pastas and WTNV. In Hawaiian folklore and fairy tales, there was lizard women who were like their version of sirens and would lure men from their wives. Nice. Think you could send me this information in the Discord channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. But so aside from Agents of Fortune and Animals of Midnight, what were some of the other titles you guys liked? Like, I'm going to let me just write them down. So I think what I'll do title-wise later on today is I will find out what titles you guys like the most, and then I will post them in a poll on my YouTube channel, and I'll let people see, hey, which one of these fantasy titles jumps out at you more? And we'll see what happens. So fave / 3 but hi Brilla, you just came back on thank you. Hi. Hello. Everyone don't panic, Brilla's here, right in the corner. It wasn't until 1001 Soul, the husband of the volcano goddess, that they were stopped, mainly due to angry lava wife. Yeah. Lava is pretty dangerous, and it leads to things like a permanent deletion. So yeah, so you guys seem to enjoy. Would you not stand on my picture? You furry cat of fur. I'll just put this there where you can sit on it. So yeah, Wolfer likes Agents of Fortune. We're just running away. So tell me, okay, there's a Pokemon based on them called Salazzle. Huh. I'll have to look them up. But yeah, what were some of the other titles that I read that you guys liked? Like again, we got Shades of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, Seal of History, and then we also got Graves of Passion, Library of Nobody, Wine of Treachery, Lover of Fools, Men of Monsters, Desires of Glass, Maidens of Snow, Queens of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. Meadow of Tales? I don't know. It's not bad by any means, but at the same time, it's not really striking me. Unless this meadow contains passageways. Spindle of Fate. I need a more narrow subject. But Meadow of Tales, that does have potential if this meadow, this aforementioned meadow, has passageways to the various tales. Because not every single tale would be in a... Okay, that does have some potential. I will give you that. Oh, we're almost at the 1 hour mark. Again, jeez. Maidens of Snow. Yes! Oh, mercy, mercy me. Alright, so... Alright, you know what? We'll make it top 4. Alright, so... What are some of the other titles that you guys liked? Like, let me know. Do you like the Hawaiian stories? Yes, I do, Reptile. The Lost Library. Okay, that one also has potential. So, do you like spicy or non-spicy ASMR? That is kind of a tricky question, as both of them do have their own pros and cons. Personally, I don't mind doing the spicy ones. But the thing is, with YouTube being as it is, and Japanese myth is absolutely full of various monster girls, the original intent of which was to scare monks away from women. It didn't work. Yep, because we all like monsters deep down. If you really think about it hard enough, we are attracted to monsters. I got a coat. My hair's everywhere. So the Lost Library, that also does have potential. What? No. Oh, shit. Alright. So titles that you guys give me will be written in here, but I'm trying to figure out which of the titles I wrote was jumped out at you. So we got Agents of Fortune and Maidens of Snow, which are going to be 2 of the top 4 that I will put in a poll to figure out what people like best. So we got Agents of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, and Seal of History. Wine of Treasure sounds like a story of Machiavellian intrigues at a noble's retreat. Machiavellian. I need to look up the definition for this. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. Oh my gosh. Everyone lose your marbles. So, whoops. Okay, Machiavellian. Machiavellian. Cunning, scheming, and unscrupulous, especially in politics. How do you use a green screen for ASMR cosplay? No, I don't have a green screen. I mean, if you wanted to cosplay as the monster girls I draw, more power to you. I have no idea how you'd go about doing it, but more power to you. I ask that you would just give me credit, like, as to who you're cosplaying. Like, if someone asks you, it's like, oh, I'm cosplaying this character that was done by Avery Young. So, I need to see a list of them because my brain is dumb, but the Maidens of Snow is my favorite. The Wine of Treachery, it could be Machiavellian. However, I wouldn't want to write it about politics unless it were in a fairy tale sense. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. Huh. Well, I'm glad he did write it. I've never read that book. I tend to read other things. So, need to see a list of them. Here we go. So, alright, we got Agents of Fortune, Maidens of Snow. Would you guys be into... Like, if you're able to, like, let me know what were some of the other titles. I can go over them again. We've got Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, and Seal of History. And then from the original exercise, we have Graves of Passion, Library of Nobody, Lover of Fools, Brillo, you're not helping me, Lover of Fools, Men of Monsters, Desires of Glass, Maidens of Snow, Queens of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, the Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. And Brillo, you're not helping me. You're really not. Fantasy kingdoms and a great setting for such things. Nice. Hearts of Beasts. Desires of Glass. It's twice now that it's gotten. Alright, Desires of Glass going in the top 4. Princess of Depravity is relatable. It kind of is if you think about it, huh? Brillo, why must you rub your face on top of my binder? Why are you like this? Why do you do this? But yeah, Prince's Hearts of Beasts. Okay, that one also has potential, I'll give you that. Where did I... What? There it is. Tonight we'll hold on till the end. Petals of the Wilting Rose. To the end of time, boy, you're like everybody else. No, Thorns of the Blooming Rose. There we go. Princess of Depravity sounds like a story about a cool group of upper-class youths. It could be. I mean, the original Grimm fairy tales were very, very dark. Like originally, fairy tales were made by adults, and they were told for adults. Like, there are innuendos that you might not know of. Like, in one fairy tale in particular, the bride is replaced with a false bride, and the prince is unsure if the false bride is his real bride. And so he says, "Well, I will sleep with her, and if my sword is hot, then she is my bride. If my sword is cold, then she is not my bride." And well, I don't need to explain what sword means in that context. I don't know. Did Monster Girls drinking potion like blueberry inflation potion? One that gives me Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory vibes, and two. Oh, son of a gun! My speakers. I hate my speakers. You have to answer your question, no, I haven't. And if I were going to do anything with blueberries, I would most likely do a plant girl who's specifically a blueberry, or like a fruit maiden girl who is a blueberry. So yeah, no. Thorns of the Blooming Rose. So okay, we got 3. We just need one more title. Like which of these titles? I heard blueberry inflation potion. I spit my drink. Yeah, I'm sorry. The blueberry inflation potion gave me Willy Wonka vibes. Willy Wonka is a madman. You saw him smile when the kids nearly died. He kind of has some Fae-like qualities, in which the Fae are kind of like that in their way. Like, oh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last. They're very kind of bittersweet and sometimes a little cruel. It all depends. I mean, there's a reason why you never told Fae folk your names. The Oompa-Loompas are his Reptile. Blueberry Nanny Girl ASMR. Looks kind of cool, blue skin. Yeah, so maybe I might do a fruit girl at some point. I don't know. Definitely want to do more fairy tales. And thorns. So we just need one more. Which one is these titles? We got 3 of them. Once I get the top 4, I will end this video and then I'll make the post and we'll see what titles jumped out at who. My journal falls. My pens are falling. Everything's falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Stay up there, please. That's close enough. So yeah, I'll read them again and. Kid dies in a river of chocolate. Oompa Loompas start dancing. Oh my gosh, Reptile, calm down. Then you can make the other titles fight each other in an arena. More or less. I'm gonna put them in a poll and I'll see which ones people like best. So once again, we got Shades of Fantasy, Feast of Legends, Merchant of Magic, Blossom of Fate, Secrets of Animals, Oceans of Virtue, Storms of Temptation, Butterflies of Mist, Keeper of Libraries, Bats of Velvet, Spiders of Merlot, Cats of Tea, Seal of History. Then we also got Grades of Passion, Library of Nobody, Wine of Treachery, Lover of Fools, Men of Monsters, Queen of Mirrors, Princes of Depravity, Poems of Evermore, and Animals of Midnight. Bats of Velvet! Okay, Umlagus. Alrighty. Fun fact, Willy Wonka is the reason why I'm not a sweet fan. I still like sweets despite watching that movie. chocolate favorite us. All right. I am by so dark mystery. I already got that one written down. So we got our top 4. My whole goal was everything is falling, and you're not helping, Bella. Welcome to a brand new day. Find your dreams, wash away. So that was an adventure. Yes, it was. But my whole thing was I was trying to find the titles that I wrote that jumped out at you guys. That's why I was asking for the top 4. But we got our top 4. The top 4 are Agents of Fortune, Maidens of Snow. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, that was a little tickle in my throat. Let's go with this one. But the top 4 that I heard from this stream were Agents of Fortune, Maidens of Snow, Desires of Glass, and Bats of Velvet. So those are our top 4. 2022 Willy Wonka, where a kid drowns in chocolate and then will start Fortnite default dancing near his floating body. No. We have 2 versions of Willy Wonka. That's enough. I think it's enough anyway. But yeah. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 47 seconds. This has been a wild ride of a stream. But thank you for putting up with it, and thank you for your comments and your opinions. They do mean the world to me, and they actually did help me. Some of the title ideas were actually kind of creative, so we'll see what happens. I will make the poll. We'll see who wins the vote, and then we'll see where it goes from there. And I will make some more ASMR as soon as I'm able to. My next goal would be to work on the Chocolate Bunny Girl. I will try and get her published as soon as I'm able to. And then for the 3rd video, I still have to draw out the girl. But perhaps if you're good, perhaps if my viewers behave themselves, I might post a sneak peek picture of the 3rd girl once I get her all drawn up. So, yeah, this has been crazy. I'll end the stream once the song is over. It's nice. I like the way it sounds. But for now, ooh, yeah. So, but yeah, I still need to draw out the 3rd girl, which she'll get posted on Easter. That's my idea anyway. But yeah, so thank you for your suggestions and titles. They were really good, and we'll see what happens. I am intrigued. Don't worry, you'll like her. She's not sentient food. The 3rd girl is going to be very nice. Sorry, this ring is so pretty. I don't know. Bless you. Bless me? I didn't sneeze. Okay, this is like here. There we go. But yeah, I didn't sneeze, so I don't know why you would bless me. That makes no sense. But there we go. That's gonna be the end of this stream for now. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you for hanging out with me. No problem. I enjoy it when people come onto my live streams to talk. It makes me happy. So yeah. Thank you so much for coming, for the titles. I say bless you when people burp, and 8 out of 10 times people get mad. Oh, no, I don't get mad. I usually just associate bless you with sneezing because, not gonna lie, when you sneezed, people thought your soul was... Okay, I'm gonna trust you, but if my cereal starts talking, I'm blaming you. You can't blame me for anything, Reptile. We signed a contract. Anyway, but I associate bless yous with sneezes because when you sneezed, people thought your soul was escaping your body, so they would say bless you so that way your soul couldn't escape. And then I found out that when you sneeze, your heart stops for a split second. So, yeah. But thank you. Thank you for the comments and everything. It really means the world to me that you guys enjoy my content and that you come over on these live streams to hang out with me. And yeah, mwah, I love all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.